Franklin. We're just going to talk about today how important it is that we are enforcing rules here as a whole. So it's important that if one lifeguard isn't enforcing a rule, that all the other lifeguards should be enforcing that same rule. It is important that we work together. It creates a lot of confusion if someone is enforcing something and another lifeguard comes along and they don't enforce it. It's confusing for the patrons. It makes it hard for us supervisors. The reason why we always have rules, there's always a reason behind it, and it always has to do with the patron's safety. Every single rule you can think of has to do with safety. So we always need to make sure that we are enforcing the rules. We as supervisors can see when you guys are missing the rules, especially when we know that you see it and you are not enforcing it. So sometimes Brad likes to bring in patrons, special patrons that he likes to come bring in and watch you guys, and then they report to him to see how you guys are doing. Sometimes they break the rules on purpose just to test you. We like to call those spytrons, I think. So either way, just make sure that it just takes one lifeguard to create a good example for the rest of the lifeguards. So if everybody's a good example, we should do great.
Hey guys, it's Topher here, and we're just going to talk about some diving board rules. So the diving board is one of the crucial places we need to enforce rules, because this is one of the easiest places for patrons to get injured. The rules we have here posted, you can read them. You have to make sure there's one person on the diving board at a time. That includes kids standing on the very back of the green part of the board. Diving straight off, because if a patron dives sideways off, they can easily hit the wall because they have momentum going that direction. Next is no double bouncing, because people can easily lose their footing when they double bounce, and then it creates a problem and people can easily get injured. Then make sure the people in front are to the wall before the next person goes off. We do not need any double saves because somebody jumped on top of somebody else. Next, we have no hanging on the boards. This includes grabbing it, sitting on it, just anything where something other than their feet is touching the board. They can only jump off from their feet. And lastly, there's no diving from the pool deck. That's everywhere in the pool. It doesn't matter if they're in the deep end, anywhere. And that is one thing that is really important that we have to enforce. Lots of guards are letting that slip and having people dive in and not call it. It's one of the most important rules because people can easily dive down and hit the bottom, and that creates a spinal. And spinal injuries, as you know, are one of the hardest saves to perform. So we'd rather prevent that than have to perform the save.
Hey guys, we're approaching the end of the year, so we've got a lot of busy schedules right now. There's less guards than there used to be, and we want to really make sure that we're really buckling down for this last little part, and we're making sure we come to all our shifts. It's easy to show up a little late, to leave a little early. We need to make sure that we always stay for our entire shift if possible, and if we are going to be a little late getting to our shift, we text the supervisor, call them, just let them know. But if you're going to actually be late consistently or late to a large chunk of your shift, you need to plan ahead. Like, if you have regular activities you're going to be missing parts of your shift for, you want to make sure you get those off way beforehand. That way you won't have any problems. It'll be nice for the supervisors, nice for you, and we'll be able to seamlessly go throughout our day. We won't be worried about sending out 2 little guards or anything like that.
Yeah, so we know that as school is coming closer, you're starting to have things like band camp or other activities going on. So we need you guys to be on top of managing your time. It'll help you guys prepare for the future, be more responsible. So if you know that you have something coming up, try to find somebody to take your shift. Don't count on being able to come late or get out early, because we need you here when you're here. We need you on time so that we know that we have everybody, and we need you guys to stay the entire time so that we can get everything done. So like I said, if you know that you're going to be late, or like Max said, or if you know that you can't come, then we need you working with the other guards to either switch a shift or have somebody come in and cover. Like Max said, we have less guards, so it's a lot harder to have people cover your shifts. So work on rearranging your schedule, work on finding people to switch with, and that'll help you manage your time better, and it'll help us be able to count everybody here on time, so we don't have to worry about you.
All right, and also we want to make sure that if you're not showing up to your shifts, you're showing up late, we do have to write that down in that disciplinary log, and we don't like that. No one likes that, and if it gets serious, we'll end up talking to Brad, which he may seem like a nice guy. That's not a conversation you want to have. So let's make sure we get it covered, or switch shifts with someone just so we can stay good. All right, thank you. Alrighty, hi guards. We have our guards of the week and our rubber duckies. Not rubber duckies, they're people. So our guard of the week is Jerry for just being an exceptional guard.
Thank you.
You know what? And then our 2 rubber duckies. We have one for Sam. This is specifically for fixing the blue board. Just bane my existence. Thank goodness, it's now actually solid. And then one for Anna, also for being just a great guard this week, picking up trash and looking after those patrons. So.
All right, guards, what I want to talk to you about today is we're really at the end. This is our last in service for the year 2020. I want to thank you for a great year and everything that you've done to make this a good, safe place. We've really made a big difference in our community. Everybody loves it. Our water aerobics ladies love it. Swimming lessons, you have made a big difference. We have gone back to back to back to back to back and some without a break. It's been awesome. You guys have really got in, really pushed through that. As we come to the close, we really need to focus on our communication. Some of you are going away to school, some of you are going back to getting ready into some fall activities, sports and things like that. Make sure you're communicating when your last day can be or when you can work. We are we're going till September 7th. That is Labor Day. So we need to know how late you can work. If you're going back to school early and you want to be done, great. If you can only work weekends, let us know. We need to know that so we can plan it. Now, once school starts, we're going into our after-school hours. Now, since school's going to be closed a little bit earlier, and that may change here in the next week or so, we don't know. Our after-school hours may only be from 3 to 6, or in our past, it's 3:30 to 6. So we don't know for sure yet, but I will let you know once we find out, because we're going to try to get that solidified soon so we can keep on working, selling things at concession stands. People just love having this. This has saved a summer for many patrons. They have talked to me and said, hey, look, thank you so much for keeping it clean, sanitary, and a safe place to bring my grandkids, my kids, my family, my friends. You guys have done a great job. I know I've harped on you, but we've got to keep on going with it and keeping it going strong the whole time. Now today for in-service, you look like you have the lane lines set up. We have required you to do your 1,500 each week, 500, 3 of them per day. Now we are going to have a relay race today with your fellow guards. We'll see how that goes. But there's going to be different things that you're going to be doing, where the flippers, maybe having a tube in front of you, down and back, but your whole team is going to be expected to race a 1,600. So good luck, and if you're not here today, you're going to need to report and swim a 1,600 yourself if you didn't come today, and get it checked off with your supervisor. So it does pay off to be here, because then you have the fun with them. And good luck today, and just keep up the good work. All right. Okay, guards, after 3 weeks, finally somebody has found the rock by cleaning in the back room. We knew it was in the back room, but I want to present this to Sam. He gets the $10 gift certificate to Panda Express. So thanks so much for being a great guard and cleaning things that aren't necessarily done.